Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so I have some really bad news, and that is I have no footage whatsoever of the trip to Orlando. The reason why is because I didn't go to Orlando. So Wednesday night, they surprised me at like 9:30 at night with a subpoena for court on Friday morning, which means I wouldn't have been able to leave on Thursday like I originally planned. And it kind of worked out anyway because my aunt ended up texting me Thursday morning, and she's like, hey, it's probably not the best time for you to come down because me and your uncle both got food poisoning. I was like, oh, shit. So needless to say, nobody will be getting autographs from my uncle. It really sucks, too, because I haven't seen him in like 3 years, but I don't know. We'll try to get together soon. And another shitty thing, I found out, I guess last week, that one of the guys on my shift is getting transferred to a different division. He's going to be doing like training and recruiting and stuff like that. And I'm really happy for him. But the shitty thing is, this guy is such a good cop. Like, I've known this guy since probably 2002, I guess. And what's funny is, he was my school resource officer when I was in high school. So I've known him a long time. He was part of the reason why I became a cop. This guy is one of the most patient people I have ever met in my life. He will sit there and listen to your bullshit for like 30 minutes completely patiently. Buddy, you will be very much missed. And something that I wanted to mention to you guys before I forgot, one of you guys suggested the other day, they're like, hey, why don't you get an Instagram account so you can kind of post updates whenever you're not doing videos? And at first I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that, man. I'm not really on a lot of social media. But the more I started thinking about it, you guys are always asking me for new material, and that's really cool, and I want to provide it for you guys, but it's really hard to do a video like every single day. So I ended up making an Instagram account, and I'm going to end up posting like a lot of pictures and maybe some videos and stuff like that, and it'll kind of give you guys like more of an insight into my life other than every video which has been right here inside this car. I'm sure you guys are tired of looking at the interstate every video. So if you guys want to check it out, I put the link in the description below. Alright, so let's talk about the difference between day shift and night shift for a cop. Day shift and night shift are totally different. The last department that I worked at, we switched every 28 working days, which equated to, I guess it was every 2 months we switched. So we worked 7 in the morning to 7 at night, and then the opposite shift would work 7 at night to 7 in the morning. And what really sucked about this schedule is right about the time your body's getting used to a schedule, they flip it. So like the first few nights of night shift, like you were trying everything in your possible power not to fall asleep. And then month and a half rolls by, and you're like, okay, this isn't such a big deal. And then they switch that shit again. That's what I love about the department I'm at now, is because everybody is now on a permanent 10-hour shift. You work 5 days, you're off for 4. So I have been on night shift since February. Not have it any other way. I hate working day. Another good thing about night shift is like all the higher brass, they're at home. There's no politics, there's no bullshit. It's just you and your shift together. And there's also a big difference between the call types that you get. Night shift tends to have fewer calls, but they're more intense. We have domestics, fights that break out all the time. Armed robberies, burglaries, shit like that. Night shifters really have this like warrior mentality. Like we walk into briefing every night and we're like, don't worry about it, guys. We took care of all the serious crimes so you guys can handle shoplifting reports. And it's funny because day shift's always like, well, we're cops too. You shut your day shift mouth. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that being a cop during the day isn't dangerous at all. That's not what I'm saying. But at night, people tend to think that they can get away with a lot more shit. And you have to remember, a lot of people at night are usually drunk, high, or whatever. I think the shittiest part about day shift for me is having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, no problem. And it's funny because being on night shift, everything you do is totally opposite from everybody else. I'm over here like drunk texting my friends at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, dude, why are you drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning? You have a problem. I'm like, no, bitch. You have a problem. You have to remember, my 8 o'clock in the morning is your 8 o'clock at night. Everything is flip-flopped. So yeah, if you're ever thinking about getting a career in law enforcement and they actually give you a choice, I would highly recommend night shift. Well guys, I hate to cut this short today. I'm about to go home and make some burritos, and I think I'm gonna go listen to a live band tonight. If you guys start following me on Instagram, like I said, I'll put the link in the description below. I'll take some pictures while I'm out tonight. You guys can kind of follow along with me if you would like. Deuces.